Hello, today we are talking about Cyberpunk 2077, a game that probably has been reviewed quite a couple times already, but hey, I'm doing it anyways. So, I'm pretty sure most of you have heard of Cyberpunk 2077. It's a very story-based action RPG. And as many of you might know, I'm not a huge fan of story-based games. But I was like, hey, why not give this a try, you know? It's been a while since I really played a AAA title which was like really story based and I actually followed the story. So it was time. I said to myself, it's time to actually give it a chance and play it the way it's supposed to be played. Not skipping any of the dialogue and watching the cutscenes and actually like trying to get immersed in the story and the characters and shit. And it worked. I mean, I'm surprised myself. Yeah, because I'm usually not that big of a story fan, but in this game it's quite immersive and I did enjoy it quite a bit. Of course, not everything was great. There were quite some moments where I thought, hey, this is boring. I would rather just play the game instead of watching some cutscenes. But you know, overall it was actually pretty good and I enjoyed myself quite a while just through the immersion alone, because this city, Night City, is made so well. It's such a gorgeous and beautifully made and amazing city. They put so much love into it that you couldn't really just get lost in it. And that's like one of the biggest selling points to me, because the open world is amazing and there's so much to do and you have so many side quests and you always get new side quests because of the fixers that just call you out of nowhere. And there's events in the world where you can just take part in. So yeah, the open world is really cool. So, how's the story in this story-based game? I think the story is rather solid. Like, it's written pretty well. As expected, or as to be expected from the makers of Witcher 3, you know. Even though I didn't really play the story of that game. Anyways, I really did like Cyberpunk. So, is it for everybody? No, it certainly isn't. Is the game as good as the hype made it out to be? Most certainly not. But, you know what? It's hard to keep up to, like, 8-year-old hype. That's nobody can do that. Nobody can make a game that's as good as 8 years of hype are saying it is. And I was going into this expecting nothing. Like, well, I mean, I expected a AAA title, obviously, but I didn't expect like the messiahs of gaming that's gonna save all of gaming and revolutionize it or whatever. Because I don't know, that's how the hype felt for a while. That everybody was just expecting this god game that's gonna change the world and how we see games, which obviously it didn't. I mean, it's a good game, but come on. But yeah, I really don't want to spoil much about this game. Like, my opinion is, it's a good game. It's not quite done yet, because it got delayed for like, how many times? A couple times, let's just say a couple times. And there's a reason for that, because the game isn't finished yet. It still has a lot of bugs, it still have a lot of performance issues, especially on the consoles. I mean, have you seen how it runs on Xbox One and PlayStation 4? That's just embarrassing, man. That's so sad. I mean, they advertised towards those consoles. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's pretty rough. But me, as a PC monster gamer, you know, I'm okay. I'm doing alright. I mean, my PC isn't that great, but it runs at like, I don't know, maybe almost 30 FPS on low settings. Which for some of you, I know, might sound really sad, and it is kinda sad, but I mean, the quality of the game still is pretty good. I gotta admit, they did a really well job. Not everywhere, across all platforms, apparently, and definitely not with all the bugs and shit, but all in all, I think they did alright. So, do I recommend you buying this game? No, don't buy it yet. I mean, it's good if you have patience and wanna sit through some game-breaking bugs still. I mean, it's not a lot of game-breaking bugs, but there's some. If that doesn't bother you at all, then yeah, go ahead. Buy the game, play it, and have fun. But if you're someone that, like, I don't know, gets really bothered by bad performance or by glitches and bugs, you're gonna get really triggered. Don't play this game yet. Wait till it's, I don't know, till it's on sale. That sounds pretty good. Wait till it's on sale, then it's cheaper. It's probably already made a lot of bug fixes and stuff like that. So let's say in like, I don't know, latest half a year, this game should be one of the best games on the market, I believe. Because it really has the potential. It just has some kinks and some bugs and some performance issues. But other than that, it's a very solid game. I mean, I didn't go into detail with RPG elements and all of that stuff because I think it's solid. It has some of everything. It doesn't make any of those things perfect, but it has enough of them, of those like elements, to actually enjoy it. For example, the skill trees, they're enjoyable to play through and unlock. The melee, it's alright. It's not amazing, but it's alright. The stealth is okay. I mean, especially with the quick hacking, I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I'm sure there's something for everybody. But for me, I don't know, man. It's not $70 worth right now. At least to me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you learned something. And maybe even got informed if you want to buy it or not. But anyways, I just hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.